Find your silence, find your peace, find the path that gives you life. Dissonance will bring release, morning will be born from night. Death is never far away, life can have its tragedy. Find the music you can play, bless the world with harmony. Love is never far away, love will not abandon you. Say the words you have to say, love will send a healing tune.
Hello, welcome. Thank you so much for being here this evening for me, nighttime really. We are so glad to have you join us here for this Young Adult Revival Network worship service. This service is going to be worshipy, but vespersy. We're going to take some time to reflect on ourselves and also be in community with one another. We are so glad each and every one of you are here. There will be some announcements happening later on in the service, aka right now. I'm going to invite Sam to pull up this video to share with us.
Beloveds, my name is Roddy Biggs. My pronouns are they and them. If you've been around Yon for a while, you may remember when I, alongside Camila, served as one of your co-chairs for the Young Adult Revival Network worship team. However, today I come to you with some other news. Here at Yon, we have been dreaming of launching a young adult chaplain program, and it is a reality now. We have launched such a program, so I'm here to share some of that information with you so that you might know how to engage in this program. You can find out a ton of information about this program on our website, uuyon.org. There you will find a form to be able to submit a chaplain or pastoral care request, and our team will get back to you within 48 hours. Of course, we might get back to you sooner, especially if the need is urgent. But they don't always have to be urgent needs. We are here for you no matter what. It could be stress for an upcoming test where you just need somebody to bear witness with you, to listen and support and love you into being. It can be around the death of a family member, around feelings of isolation and loneliness. Whatever it is, our team is here for you. Currently, we have 3 members of our chaplain team, and we are a diverse chaplain team, though we recognize our limits and are actively seeking a 4th chaplain. But for now, know that we do have a chaplain program that is launching right now. For more information, go to our website, uuyon.org, and look for the chaplain page. I look forward to engaging with all of you as we sustain, guide, and love each other into being. Take care, beloveds. Be kind to yourself and to one another, and be sure to reach out if you need anything.
Thanks for that, Roddy. I love how we can do these videos now. So yes, as Roddy said, I am Camila. I use she, her pronouns, and we worked together. And so we are also, of course, always trying to build our worship team. So we encourage you to stay in contact with us. I am going to now introduce Elizabeth, but before I do, I just want to have everybody who is here, if you would like to introduce yourself in the chat, feel free to do so. You can introduce yourself using your name, your pronouns, and even share where you are. And please do include the sacred and ancestral lands that you are on. So I am on Munse Lenape land, in also more commonly known as New York City. My name is Camila and I use she, her pronouns, and I'm happy to be here tonight. And I'm going to pass it to Elizabeth as everyone introduces themselves in the chat. Take it away.
Sorry, technical difficulties happening. I am Elizabeth. I am on the Maricopa tribe in Arizona right now. But I will be reading Even This Is Enough by Vanessa Southern as our chalice lighting words. So much undone, so much to do, so much to heal in us and the world, so much to acquire: a meal, a healthy body, a fit one, a lover, a job, a better job, proof that we have and are enough, just around the corner of now. And up against it, the reality of all that falls short and the limits of today. We honor the limits. If your body won't do what it used to for right now, let it be enough. We honor the limits. If your mind won't stop racing or can't think of the word, let it be enough. If you're here utterly alone and in despair, be all that here with us. If today you cannot sing because your throat hurts or you don't have the heart for music, be silent. When the offering plate goes around, if you don't have enough money to give or the heart to give it, let it pass. The world won't stop spinning on her axis if you don't rise to all occasions today. Love won't cease to flow in your direction. Your heart won't stop beating. All hope won't be lost. You are part of the plan for this world's salvation. Of that, I have no doubt. The world needs its oceans of people striving to be good, to carry us to the shores of hope and wash fear from the beachheads and cleanse all wounds so they can heal. But oceans are big, and I am sure there are parts that don't feel up to the task of the whole some days. Rest if you must, then like the swimmer lying on her back who floats, or the hawk carried on cushions of air, rest in pews made to behold weary, lives in space carved out for the doing of nothing much but being. Perhaps then you will feel in your bones, in your weary heart, an aching, healing sense that this is enough, even this, that we are enough, you are enough, enough. For these and all meditations of our hearts unspoken in this hour, I say amen.
Return again,
here we are in this moment of liminality, in this time, in this space, connected though apart, here now in this sacred and holy moment, bringing our true, our authentic, our holding selves, ourselves that have experienced a world full of trauma and impact, seeking healing, seeking love and compassion and guidance. In a moment, you will be invited into ritual, a ritual known to many Unitarian Universalist communities, known as the Boning Bowl. This ritual is a sacred ritual of releasing whatever it is we need to release, setting that intention, putting it out of our body and onto the hearts of others, and then collecting them and burning them in a sacred fire to release those intentions, needs, and wishes into the web of existence that we are a part. This is a ritual that has been done for generations in many Unitarian Universalist congregations, in pagan circles, in circles of all types of religious communities. It is a ritual of love, of release, of being able to lay down your heart, to be your true and authentic self, and to know that a community will hold you, will love you, and will sustain you in all of it. So in just a moment, there's going to be an invitation for you to begin to place these concerns, these worries, these wishes for yourself or for others into the chat. And one of our beloveds will begin collecting those, writing them down, and will begin the ritual of boning them on camera together as we are here and now. You can, of course, grab a candle, a bowl, or anything around you if you feel comfortable doing so. Again, this is if you feel comfortable doing so. But you can grab a candle, grab a match, grab a bowl, a piece of paper, some water, however you wish to do this, and catch your own on fire as well alongside us on screen. But know that if you do not want to do that, for whatever reason, that all of these will be named in the chat, and that one of our beloveds will be boning them on all of our behalfs. I love you. I see you. I hold you, and I am here for you. We all are a part of this community, this beloved, sacred community. Now may our ritual commence.
Wonderful. So, thank you all again for being here. This is the beginning of our ritual. This is a true moment to, if you would like to go get a piece of paper to write something down for yourself, just to have that paper and pen, take a moment to do that. If you have a candle or some sort of fire type thing you want to set up for yourself, do take this moment to prepare yourself for that. But we will, if you want to stay for one moment here, you can, and we will give you about a minute to write down and reflect as well. So I'm going to pass the mic to Elizabeth because she will be talking about kind of how we're kind of adding a element of ritual, or I was calling it an element of unity, for all of us, as we do this, because we are reflecting on ourselves, but we are also part of a community.
As we burn things for you, and we write down all of the things we want to get rid of, we will be saying, let it go, leave it all behind you after we do that. It is what I remember from growing up UU and doing the youth cons. We would say that after someone said something, like during an angel wash or things like that, if you know what that is. And we are trying to unite everyone and also bring on a sense of peace that is happening. And if you want to send me a message and say what you would like shared anonymously, I will do that. And
otherwise, you can put something directly in the chat, and I
Yeah.
will be reading those out. And then also, if you want a piece of paper burned, but you just are saying, I want the paper burned, because I will show you, we got something great coming along. Boom, fire. So if you just want your paper to be burned, but you want to not say anything at all, that's okay too. Just let us know. We'll make sure to do that. And so with that, we're going to have a minute of music to kind of reflect. And then we will open up the floor, and then you can place what you would like to say in the chat. And of course, if you feel like you want to speak out loud, you are welcome to share out loud as well. Just want to make sure everybody knows that we are recording. So we offer the chat option first, but also if you would like to share out loud, you are absolutely welcome and invited to do that as well. So with that, we can have some reflective time to think for ourselves and write things down for ourselves. So I would like to invite anybody, if they would like to share, they can go ahead and unmute and share whatever you would like. Or if you prefer to be called on, you can write in the chat that you would like to share, and everyone will know that you're about to unmute and share. And then of course, you can also just type whatever you'd like in the chat as well. So we see that Giancarlo has written something in the chat. Letting go of my ambitions to let my values guide my goals, rather than letting my goals dictate my values. Thank you, Giancarlo. And we say together,
Let it go.
let it go.
Leave
Let
it
it
all
go.
behind.
Leave it all behind.
Sam also wrote, always being on edge, worrying about whether it's safe to interact with other people.
Let's give Giancarlo a second to write it.
Yep, I really, yep.
Can you say it again?
Yeah. Always being on edge, worrying about whether it's safe to interact with other people.
Let it go.
Let it go. Leave
Leave
it.
it all behind. From Amelia. Letting perfectionism stop me from taking the first steps. So we can say together, let it go.
Go. Let it go.
Leave it.
All behind. I'll be saying mine out loud. Being unemployed since the beginning of COVID, I want to stop feeling defeated about that.
Let it go.
Go.
Let it go.
Leave it all
Leave it all
behind.
behind. I see we have another one. I also, you can, please do correct me if I'm mispronouncing your name. Naren or Naren?
It's Norin. Yeah, thanks for
Norin.
checking.
Naren shares, working on letting my heart and soul dictate how I fall into relationship with friends and intimate. How I continue relationships over time and space, even when it's really hard. Let it go.
Let it go.
Leave it
Leave it
all.
all behind.
I will go. I am trying to shift from identifying myself as being paranoid about COVID to really also considering my what I would like to do is consider my mental health and my need to interact and to be outside. That is something I desperately need. So I gotta stop the paranoia of infecting others or infecting myself when it's starting to put my mental health at risk and probably being just becoming a vicious cycle. So yeah, oh, I'm excited for this to go in the fire. Thanks for listening.
Let it go. Let it go. Leave it all behind. We have from May, letting go of my need to rush and always be doing something. Giving myself time to rest and discover what is important to me to keep up with.
Let it
Let
go.
it go. Let
Let
it
it
go.
go. Leave it
Leave it
all.
all be.
I can go. Hi, I'm Giancarlo, and I am very sweaty. And I would like to let go of my resentments, to write down what I can't let go of, and um, pray on and meditate on how to be of service, and how to not let those resentments carry into this year and into my outlook and how I treat other people.
Let it go. Let it go. Leave it all behind. I have a written message in, carrying the resentment towards my alcoholic father and the way he runs the family.
Let it go. Let it go. Leave it all behind. I know there are a few others who may still be deciding whether or not to share. I invite you to do so, but also for those who have already shared, if suddenly something else has come up for you and you're holding it, please release that as well.
Thank you. That last one spoke to me. speaking as an alcoholic myself, few months sober now, and yeah, thank you. Like it's gonna be 5 months in the end of the month, but I'm grateful for the forgiveness I've received, and it's to let go, hopefully, of the guilt and the shame, um, eh, and to that's hopefully what I'll let go of, and to be held accountable for the person I've been, and look forward to the person I will be.
Let it go.
Let
Let it
it
go.
go. Leave it all behind. I'm going to share another one. This is also personal, but going down that path that has led me down a little memory. I've been struggling with eating disorders for about 10 years now, and I've kind of fallen down that path again, and I'm hoping to climb back out. So leaving those negative thoughts behind.
Let it go. Let it go. Leave it all behind. I see we have another note in the chat. Yvonne is letting go of the need to fill up her life with frisbee and do the amount that makes her happy and not more. Let it go. Let it go. Leave it all behind.
We have from, and please correct me if I am wrong on this, Lucio. I'm saying that correctly, hopefully.
Lucio.
Lucio, okay, thank you. I'm preparing to go no contact with people who have only ever hurt me and make room for healthy relationships.
Let it go. Let it go. Leave it all behind. Let's keep that fire burning. I'm going to invite us to think and hold and just uplift everything that we've heard, everything that is still left unsaid. And Giancarlo, if you can throw a few papers in for those that were unsaid, so we can still let them go, and we can say a final, we can say the words together as we close this portion of our service. So we can say together, let it go, let it go. Leave it all behind. So thank you all for sharing, for being open, and for also holding the space and making the space available for people to share and be open. So at the start of this service, I mentioned this is a worship-y, but we will also have Vespers-y elements. And so although we are going to start to close out the space, we will give ourselves 10, 15 minutes just to hang out, talk a little bit, and maybe if there's anything else somebody needed to share or say, we're going to make a bit of space for that as well. So I am going to read the closing words, and we have a brief musical moment, and then we will open up and have some time for sharing, or if you have to leave, you can, of course, head out. And we are grateful that you are here with us this evening. So our closing words. Oh, I wanted the fire. I accidentally replaced instead of added. Our closing words this evening are, thank you. Our closing words this evening are On the Wings, are by Paula Cole Jones. If you haven't heard of Paula Cole Jones, please do check out Paula. A lot of work on the 8th principle, a lot of it. This is called On the Wings of a Bird. A modern day warrior, a man of his word, rose toward the sun on the wings of a bird. His face etched in ebony, armor of gold, the depth of the sea could embody his soul. The ancestral spirits endowed him with sight. The cries of his people, and I'm missing the ending, of course. I'm missing one line. And I'll read it to you after this music. Thank you, Sam. Oh, you can just share sound for this one so we can see each other, preferably. Appreciate it. Sorry, I did not mention that.
Of the one we are opening, we are opening, we are opening, we are opening, we are rising up, we are rising up, we are rising up, we are rising up, we are rising up like a phoenix on the fire. Brothers and sisters, spread your wings and fly higher. We are rising up like a phoenix on the fire. Brothers and sisters, spread your wings and fly higher. We are rising up. We are rising up.
see, I need to do this whole poem again because it's like a beautiful story. And then if you don't mind, we can play the song again. Like we're creating a mood we weren't even ready for, but I'm in it right now, and hopefully y'all are down too for that because that even the first part of the poem and the song just got me vibing. So get ready for this. All right, here we go. Take 2. On the Wings of a Bird by Paula Cole Jones. A modern day warrior, a man of his word, rose towards the sun on the wings of a bird. His face etched in ebony, armor of gold. The depths of the sea could embody his soul. The ancestral spirits endowed him with sight. The cries of his people prepared him to fight. His foes cast out nets, and with lies dimmed the lights. But the undaunted hero rose to new heights. Over rain-thirsty rivers and forests ablaze, over greed and abandon and human malaise. He planted his sword deep down in the boughs. He silenced the tremors, and true to his vows, he rose like the phoenix, his power conferred, his face towards the sun on the wings of a bird.
We are opening. We are opening. We are opening. We are opening. We are rising up. We are rising up. We are rising up. We are rising up. We are rising up like a phoenix on the fire. Brothers and sisters, spread your wings and fly higher. We are rising up like a phoenix on the fire. Brothers and sisters, spread your wings and fly higher. We are rising up. We are rising up. We are rising up. We are rising up.
Thank you. I extinguished the chalice and now it's my face, but I did it when I said I would. But the fire still burns for us. Thank you again for being here. And I'm going to stop the recording and then invite anyone who wants to turn on their camera, and we'll have 10-15 minutes just to hang out.